Here with Annie Horn, a freshman on the tennis team, to preview the 2015 season. First off, let's talk about how things have gone with Coach Reckaway. He's in his first year, and it's your first year, so it's kind of a transition for both of you. How has that process been going?
It's been really good. I actually got recruited by a different coach, and then when I came in and met Joel, I actually enjoyed him a lot, and I think his motivation and work ethic and stuff has really passed on to us as players too, and he's just so excited for the upcoming season and stuff, which gets us all riled up.
Being your first collegiate season, what are there things you've noticed maybe already that are different in trying to get ready for a college season as opposed to high school?
Definitely more intense workouts and conditioning opposed to high school, which was kind of a slack sport, and now tennis has really stepped up for the collegiate level.
What are some areas that maybe you personally felt like you needed to work on and get better at in preparation for this season?
I think overall just more intensity in the game and more passion for it, which will reflect in my playing time and stuff.
When you were looking at making your college decision, what were things that appealed to you maybe about the program here for tennis as well as the university as a whole?
I first came to Concordia for the Christian aspect of it, and then I ended up falling in love with the team, and when I came to visit, they were very welcoming and open, and it also didn't seem too intense of a program like a D1 school, but definitely you needed commitment, and it was a good team, and so it seemed like a good fit for me.
Now, a lot of the team is new, but you do have a couple seniors with Grace Hollenbach, Elise Cole. How have they kind of helped the young players come along?
They've been awesome. Since day one, they were so inviting, and of course, most of the team's made up of freshmen now, so we're all scared, and we're like, oh, we're a young team, and they were just so inviting, and Grace is always encouraging when we're hitting. She constantly is like, keep it up, girls, like, keep going, and that's just been really helpful to get us all adjusted to the team.
The first match of the season coming up about middle of February. How exciting will that be for you to represent Concordia in a collegiate match, your first one?
I'm very excited, but a little nervous, as can be expected, but I think we are very prepared from what Joel has taught us so far, so I'm looking forward to it.
Here with Alison Ebel to preview the 2015 Concordia tennis season. First off, let's talk a little bit about playing for Coach Reckaway and getting ready for your first collegiate tennis season. It's his first year, your first year. How has that transition gone?
I think it's gone pretty well. I mean, we're both new here, I guess, but his coaching is different than anything that I've ever had at high school or otherwise, and it's really nice and to see different ways to coach, and I like it.
How about specifically, in what ways has he impacted you and maybe the team as a whole?
He's really inspiring, and he gives these really inspiring speeches and about how to work together as a team and to have a team atmosphere, and he always brings the faith aspect into it too, which is really nice.
What's the adjustment been like for you coming from high school to college and getting ready for a collegiate season? Are there things that you've had to do differently? Just talk a little bit about that.
Definitely conditioning is a big one. In high school we didn't really condition a lot. We started going in the weight room, but it wasn't nearly as intense as it is here, and I feel a lot better about being in shape.
What have you noticed about kind of how the focus and the performance of the team so far in practice? I know you had a a fairly long break, and then you come back to get ready again. But what have you noticed about how focused and prepared the team is right now?
I think we're very prepared and we're very focused, and I feel like it's easier to focus because of the way that Joel coaches and how he has us focus on tennis, and like there's not really any room to screw around or joke around. You just have to play.
What has to happen in your first season for you to consider it a success? I mean, maybe you come in without a lot of expectations, but
I just like to win some conference matches, and I hope the team can win too, and just as long as I have fun, I guess that's a pretty big success.
I'm here with Philip Yox to talk about the 2015 Concordia men's tennis season. First off, you have a new head coach now. Talk about that transition and how smoothly that's gone with Coach Reckaway coming in.
Well, it's been pretty smooth as we, didn't have too many guys that have been here for a long time since the last coach, and he came in right at the beginning of the year, and we just kind of got right down to business and started doing things his way, and it's worked out good. It's good.
In what ways have you seen his impact already, maybe on yourself and the team? Are there some specific things?
Just the way we run practices is a really efficient way that he runs it, and it's definitely making a difference on the whole team. I feel like the whole team's getting a lot better.
Last season was a unique one with the coaching situation, and it was your first year competing at Concordia. What did you learn that's going to help you this year?
Well, I learned how college tennis works, and the level of competition that is expected, and I just it was good to have played last year and set goals for this year, and know where I need to be to compete.
Talk a little bit about off-season training, what the demands are of a collegiate tennis player, and how to properly get prepared for a season.
Yeah, well, we definitely try to stay in shape, running and weightlifting. I try to improve over the off season by getting faster and stronger, and also, working on court stuff, ball striking ability, consistency, net game, stuff like that.
What have you noticed about the focus and performance of your teammates since practice began in preparation for this season? I know there are quite a few guys back. You lose some, but there are quite a few familiar faces from last year.
Yeah, the focus is everyone's more focused than ever, I think. We're all really excited to get the new season underway, and we're really excited to just compete this year.
As far as expectations, what would you say needs to happen for you to consider it a success, both for you and for the team?
Well, I know that everyone on our team is just going to give it their all this year. Everyone's going to be giving 150%, throughout the whole season, and so, that's all that we can really judge success on. Is just everyone, comes out, is well prepared to play their matches and does their best, And at the end of the day, win or lose, I think it would be a successful season.